Hey everybody, time for our weekly stream. My name's Kyle with Poseidon's Pets. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're doing good. Today we are feeding some shrimp envy, complete envy to the mixed Caridina tank, and we're going to watch them tear this food up. So it looks like we got Dr. Anthony in here. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are all doing good. And now with the time change, we are back to our normal, regular scheduled program for us here in Arizona. For everybody else, you guys changed times, but for us, we stayed the same, which is nice. So it made things a lot easier for me. I get to start an hour earlier, and I'm just checking FishFam link just to make sure. For 4 to 5, yep. All right, cool. Wanted to make sure that the calendar still reflected my normal everyday time. So let's see who we got in here. Yes. Dr. Anthony, welcome. Cherie, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Northern Tide. Aaron's Water Buddies, hey. JR, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Jamie says, what we got going on here, governor? I don't know why that sounded British in my head, but it did. What we got going on here now? That was a terrible British accent. Sorry for all my friends over the pond. Arizona time. Hey, it's Olin. How are you? Welcome to the stream. So scoot this back just a little bit. Oh, my cup's right there. Let's not knock that over. So how is everybody doing today? How is your Shrimpy Wednesday going? I have been nonstop today. I got a lot of stuff done. I set up 2 new tanks on the rack. Got 2 more 10 gallons going. I've been waiting for the Petco 50% off sale. So now that they announced that, I was able to scrounge some money together and get a couple more tanks going. Need to go ahead and buy another bag of Akadama, as well as get a few more airline ports for the air system. So I need to drill in some more lines so that way I can drop some more lines down. JR says, yeah, I guess they're trying to pass a law to make a nationwide that to remove daylight savings. Yeah, that's what I heard too. They were talking about it last time they announced daylight savings, or not last time they announced it, but last daylight savings, they were talking about getting rid of it. There you go. Dr. Anthony says, going to Peru tomorrow. Definitely exciting. That sounds fun. So if you guys haven't already, there is a raffle going on with the Amazon Research Center that you can actually go to Peru. So if you would like a chance to win tickets to go to the Research Center in Peru, go check that link out. Check out the raffle. Definitely some cool stuff. It goes until the 31st of March, so you got a little bit of time. Let's see. So $50 for a raffle ticket. It's not too bad. So if you'd like to win a chance to go to Peru, that's cool. I was just checking out the website. But yeah, if you got an extra $50, want a chance to go to Peru, go check it out. Dee, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Aaron's Water Buddy says, what substrate in the tank we're looking at? So this is Brightwell Fluorine Vulcanite, and it is a Rio Cafe. So just a brown Brightwell. Jamie says, got some peeps coming by soon to buy some shrimps. May have to step out for a bit. Got to be slinging them shrimps, man. Dr. Anthony with the all caps says, thank you. One in 50 chance of winning as of this morning. That's awesome. Shree says $50 to win plane tickets, food, and lodging for a week and tons of fun is awesome. Definitely. That would be an experience of a lifetime for sure. That's awesome. That'd be really cool. I feel like I'm too plump to be floating around the rivers of Peru and trying to get me into one of those little canoes is just not going to work out. They're going to have to float me behind like a buoy or a barge. Hey, Tess, welcome to the stream. Dr. Anthony says, what is that black shrimp there? So that is the leftovers of my Black King Kong Extremes. I broke down my Black King Kong and Shadow Panda tank and added them to the mixed tank, as well as my Tang Tai and Tai B tanks. So I cut down quite a few of my tanks to make room for some better tanks. Dr. Anthony says, I'm plumper than you. Jamie says we need to catch Oscars and cook them and send pics to Kyle. No, definitely not. That's sad. Can you guys hear me okay? Is there feedback or anything in the mic? So speaking of Oscars, Indy's not doing good. Indy is on her last legs, and hopefully she pulls through, but not doing good. She's egg bound currently and floating in the tank, face down, can't get right, having some buoyancy issues with her swim bladder. So Indy is a short body Oscar. So I'm pretty confident that she has some deformities, and I think she may have some, cancerous growths inside of her, but she's not doing good. So hopefully she pulls out of it, but it's not looking good for her. So the mascot of Poseidon's Pets are everybody's favorite Oscars. Maybe no more. We'll see how she does. JR says, so can I get your opinion about boa? What do you think about those, and do you have any? Boas are really nice looking pintos, and I have some mixed pintos that may have some boa grades in them. I don't know too much about grading. I need to do a little bit more research into it and see. Dr. Anthony says, I like that one. Male, I will buy it. It is a male, and it is a older shrimp. I would sell it to you, but I don't know if it would make the travels. I've got a couple of them in this tank. I would feel bad if I shipped them out to you and they didn't make it. So it's up to you if you want to take that risk, but I'd rather not risk their life, because those two shrimp are a little bit on the older side for sure. This is their retirement tank. This is the tank they're gonna live their retirement in. All right. So anybody have any questions for me? Anything shrimp related? Tree says that Black King Kong is a female. Pretty sure they're both male, Shree. but I'm not 100%. I could be wrong. Kind of looks like a female, but he has never berried up for me. So Dee Dee says, will those shrimp crossbreed? Yes, all of these shrimp in here will crossbreed. So this tank is a mix of Caridina. So I have some Caridina serrata, Caridina maryi, Caridina cantonensis, basically Taiwan bees mixed with tigers. So we have some cool crossbreeding going on in this tank. That's why you can see some of the different patterns and colors. And a lot of these shrimp were bred in this tank, and you can see that they're just a combination of each other. So as time goes on, we'll see some crazy stuff coming out of this tank. Yeah, and I can't guarantee the genetics of that shrimp, Dr. Anthony. So more than likely that's a Thai B, because it was in a orange eye blue tiger, black King Kong extreme crossbreeding project. So more than likely it is a first generation Thai B. That's why it's in this tank. It's not a purebred Taiwan. So more than likely it has the same genetics as like my backlines. And that's why you kind of see the blue head spots on her or him. Northern Tide says short morphs can be pretty rough. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Absolutely. Anytime you're in the area, come stop on by. Yeah, it's hard to tell. They were in my Shadow Panda tank for a long time, and they never berried up. So I had two of those big black ones, and then the female, or I had three of them, three of the big black ones, and then the female passed. She didn't make it, and so I'm pretty confident those are males, but it's so hard to tell, especially when they start to get older. JR says, Securing Me, what is your most invested time project line when it comes to shrimps, or what are you trying to produce? So my most invested time-wise would be my green apples, which is a serrata crossbreed. And those are a cross between Aura Blues and Tangerine Tigers. So they're actually really cool looking. You can see there's a couple of them in here. So if you see some of these green looking Tangerine Tigers, those are part of the green apple tank. Now, the other thing that came out of that tank was I have some red striped serratas. At least that's what I've been calling them. But they look like Tangerine Tigers with red stripes. They're really cool. Northern Tide says, thinking of setting up a 27-gallon tote outside for Neos up here in Washington. The weather is pretty mild. Would it be a touch too early to move some out? You should be fine. I would say so. Neos can survive pretty cold. I know Lucas Brett's had ponds outside that were iced over with Neos in them, and they were doing okay. So I think you'd be okay in Washington. Dr. Anthony says, crazy is good. Daniel Valles, how are you? Jamie says, found my first air-dried shrimp yesterday. She was sunbathing on the ledge in front of my tank. Have no idea how she got out. Keep those lids tight, peeps. Dave says, hello, everyone. Putting together some orders with Bree. I'll be lurking. Thumbs up all. How are you, Dave? I want to, so JR says, are you looking to get into something more difficult or exotic, or stuff that you wanted to try to do or don't have? I want to get some blue lapis. So the lapis shrimp look really amazing. I'm a little partial to the blue and black colors myself, to where I know my buddy Ryan, he's more partial to the reds, but those blue lapis shrimp look really nice. I'd love to get some of those. Also want to get some more blue auras and add them to the green apple tank to see if I can't darken up the green color a little bit. Rob in the house. How are you, Rob? Welcome to the stream. Jamie says, Kyle, I notice that you proofread my messages. You don't trust me? I trust you. I trust you. Like, it's in chat, so chances are people see it. All right, so for today's giveaway, I wanted to give away the other part of Mike Coleman's donations, the dead shrimp powder. So that was one thing that we're going to be giving away today. And I also wanted to give away something special to you guys from me personally, which I thought would be nice. So hopefully we can get some more people in here. If you guys want to go and spread the word, go to Facebook, share the stream, see if we can't get more people in here. And if we can get the numbers up, then I'll give away something else besides the dead shrimp powder. JR says, so I have a 3-gallon setup for the past month or month and a half, and I've been looking at the BOA, trying to get at least 1 male and 3 females. I also like the black body types. There you go. I wouldn't add too expensive of shrimp to a 3-gallon setup. I'm not a fan of smaller than 10-gallon tanks. I have a couple 5-gallon setup, and they're doing okay. They're not overperforming, and I think it has to do with the volume of water. So it's up to you what you want to do for your own tank. But if you can, try to get a little bit bigger before you go and add some really nice expensive shrimp. Maybe give it a try with some, crystals or tangerine tigers. Tess says, what's the dead shrimp powder? So dead shrimp powder, or DSP, is like a microbial powder that you can add during water changes or as like a powder food, but it helps with the bacterial health of your tank. Shri says, stream shared. Thank you so much, Shri. Hey, Sean, how are you? Says, hope everything in your life is going well. It is. I've had a busy day today, so I'm a little tired, not as energetic as I normally am, which I apologize to you guys because you have to sit here and listen to me be quiet. Dr. Anthony says, powder made out of dead shrimp. I don't think it's that, but I could be wrong. Tolan says, I'm going to use Matten filters for all my tanks. Yeah, Matten filters are a great way to filter a tank. The only thing that I'm not a fan of is just if you move them at all, then you got to reset up the tank, and it can be troublesome. Jared says, thank you. That's something I never thought about. I was thinking about starting with Galaxies and mixed pentos. Yeah, those are some really nice looking shrimp. And it's, like I said, it's up to you if you want to try them in the 3-gallon. I know I'm breeding out some mixed pentos right now. If you wanted to, try some of those out, you can always reach out to me. I have some in my grow out that I can part ways with if you were wanting to. My Black Galaxy fish bones are breeding pretty good, which is nice. Hey, Laura, how are you? Laura says, hi, everyone. John says 5 gallons are great as filtrations / settling tanks connected to a larger setup. I've been using them as grow outs right now, but I also have my red striped serratas in a 5 gallon, and then I have my green apples in a 5 gallon right now. So I'm hoping to get them back in 10 gallons, but we'll see how it goes. Matten filters are nice. So Northern Tide says, I've thought about a Matten filter, but had trouble sourcing a thick enough foam that fits some of the tanks that didn't cost a small fortune. Yeah, the cost is one thing that deterred me, and then just trying to get them set up, and if they're not fitting right. But it is a good way to filter a tank because it's a large surface area for the shrimp to graze on. If they were a little bit, lower price point, and more economical for a shrimp room, it's something I would consider. Laura says, still waiting for 2 tanks. I have Caridina for my first babies, got in December. There you go. Hopefully it happens soon. Tolan says, I decided to start with red crystal shrimp, so if I kill them, I won't take too big of a hit to my wallet. Yeah, I have some crystal shrimp that are solid as far as like super, super hardy. They were my first line of shrimp that I ever got, and they're still doing good, still kicking strong. Laura says, I use my 5-gallon trying to make my own rillies. There you go. Daniel says, do you use Purigen in any of your tanks? Last week I lost my Pure Black line after water change. I do water changes for my Yellow King Kong and Pure Black line at the same time. Yellow King Kong, okay. Pure Black line died in 2 days. Yeah, I saw you talking to Grant on Monday about it, and that's tough to hear, man. And I've killed my fair share of tanks. I've wiped my fair share of tanks. It's always good to have carbon on hand if you have that, Aquachar like Grant was mentioning, helps for stuff like that. But I don't use Purigen in any of my tanks. I have Seachem Matrix and Biohome in my Fluval 407 on this tank here, on this mixed Caridina tank. But as far as Purigen, I don't use it in any of my tanks. It's not for not wanting to. I haven't found a way to incorporate it into the tanks. That's not going to cost me a ton of money, because I know Mark from Mark Shrimp Tank swears by it. He puts little baggies of it in front of his outlets. So as the water flows by, it goes through the Purigen, and then you can reinvigorate it or renew it with, I don't know what that was. You can recharge it with bleach, I believe. So bleach solution, you can recharge it to kind of clean it up. Rob says, dead shrimp powder is a microorganism, bacteria, and vitamin powder food. I think you're in the past, Rob. Haven't talked about dead shrimp powder in a little bit. Aaron's Water Buddy says, can I use a water filter container to use for top-offs? If you are talking about the like Brita filters where you pour the water in and it cleans the water, I don't know how pure of water that is. So if you're looking to, use RO water or something for top offs, you can just go buy gallons of distilled water for like $1. Or if you get a 5-gallon jug, you can go refill it at the like water refill stations. That's going to give you a TDS of 0 to 30 at least, depending on how often they change their filters. I had one refill station that had a TDS of 80, so their RO filters hadn't been changed in a long time. But buying distilled water, gallon jugs, you can guarantee it's 0 TDS. Tolan says, Flip Aquatics has pre-made Matin filters. Yes, I saw those. It's just trying to resource it for 20 plus tanks. It adds up real quick. Dr. Anthony says, I have 10 4x4 Matin filter flats, enough to last years. Dee says, Daniel, it sucks, but I have made many mistakes. Sometimes I don't know why things happen. Yeah. You never know. I've actually been very conservative with my water changes lately. I have been opting in to test my water parameters for nitrates instead of doing water changes. So every week when I would normally do my water changes, I sit down with a packet of 20 vials and I go through every single tank and I water check. I make sure that the nitrates are where they should be. And as long as they're 0 to 5, I don't do a water change. If it's over 5, then I'll do a 20% water change. And there's tanks that I've been doing a 20% water change every 2 weeks or every 10 days or so. And then there's tanks that I haven't done a water change since January 24th. So there's definitely pros and cons of water changes. I think you need to find the right balance that works for you. But Daniel, I've been in your shoes. I've wiped colonies with water changes, and some shrimp can handle the parameter changes, some can't, and I think that's a lot of it. I even started putting bags of substrate in my remineralized RO to make sure that the pH is exactly the same when it goes into the tanks. So the TDS is the same, the pH is the same, there's no fluctuations. I wanted to be sure. I'm doing daily top offs now instead, just to make sure that the water parameters stay as close to what I set them up as. Laura says, yeah, I have two identical tanks. One was pH 6 and other 6.6. Treated exactly the same way, exactly next to each other. So did big water change on higher one. Coral says, air pump giveaway. And then don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Laura says, saving up for the Elita, sold my first shrimp on Vivi this week. There you go. That's awesome. Tolan says, I'm going to have a welder build a 2-tiered stand so I can have shrimp and celestial pearl danios. That's the way to do it. If I can get somebody to build me a really nice metal stand, that'd be the way to go. And I want to give a big shout out to all my members. Thank you guys so much for all of your contributions. Definitely appreciate it. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but so go ahead and do a shrimp emoji bomb for all of our members. And if you would like to become a member, join the Poseidon's Pets posse and get access to shrimp emojis, feel free to do so. Shameless plug. Also, I added some new things to the website. If you guys want to check them out, I have a sale on some, let's see, what is it? I have a sale on brain fart, moss, and some of the shrimp. So some of the shrimp are marked down as well as the moss. And then I've got some new stuff. So I added new stuff to the website. Take a 30-minute break there to talk about some of the stuff I got. But yes, thank you so much to all of my members. You guys are awesome. Dr. Anthony says, we'll get some hooker moss when I get back from Peru. There you go. Yeah, hooker moss grows really, really interesting. It's a neat moss for sure. It's one of my favorites. Super slow grower though. It takes some time to grow. Dee Dee says, well, someone bought herself a new camera, so no new shrimpies, etc. for me till next month. Hope it's worth it. Laura says, saw you used a clip for shrimp sticks. I did. So I need to get into the design lab and build some of those stick holders like you requested. But I was like, why can't I just use one of those clips? Like the clip worked really well, actually. I was getting frustrated trying to shove it into the substrate. It kept floating up because I don't have a deep substrate layer. It's like this thick. Jamie with the gifted subs. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much. Let's see. Lady Rorschach, New Local Austin, Boots and Cats, Big Shrimp and AKA Steve, Mississippi Hippie Fishies. Go ahead and do it. Shrimp emoji bomb for all you new members. You guys are awesome. Jamie, you're awesome. Thank you so much, buddy. Tanya Mooney says, I just bought my shrimp a moss ball. They seem to like it. Please, do I have to buy shrimp food? I'm a new shrimp keeper. Thanks. You can feed fish food until the colony starts to get bigger. Just be careful not to overfeed them, because if you don't have a lot of shrimp, you can easily overfeed them. TG says, oh, I thought Doc said he would get some hookers when he got back from Peru. No, hooker mas. Hooker mas. Tommy Pham says, how do I lower TDS? I'm stuck at 280 and my blue bulbs are failing to molt. Should I use distilled water? I don't want to do a big water change and shock the shrimp. So the dilemma you have here is your water parameters are not stable for the shrimp you have. So by leaving them where they're at, you're going to kill them. So by doing a water change, you're helping them out by making things a little bit easier. And as long as you drip it back in, you should be okay. The real question is, how did you get up to the 280 in the first place? That's what I would be looking at right there. Are you using tap water? Are you using RO? Are you remineralizing RO? Because if you got up to 280, that you're either topping off with regular water, so instead of using RO to top off, or you're using tap water and it just didn't work out well for you. So those are the questions I have for you. What's your water source type? Are you using RO water with remineralizer, or are you using tap water? And if you're using tap water, you need to know what your GH and KH are. You need to get a test kit and test the water to see where your water parameters are at. Laura says, I do want to try to make some more hooker moss from mine. I guess you just trim the top and glue pieces. Yeah, so hooker moss is very easy to propagate. It just grows straight up and then you clip it. Like it's almost like giving it a haircut. So whenever I sell some, I literally take the moss wall or whatever I have and I just clip pieces off, and then that's what I sell. Tolan says, I'm going to breed both fish and shrimp. There you go. Riley B says, am I late? You did not miss the giveaway if that's what you're mentioning. Tanya Mooney says, do you feed carrots or green beans? If so, how often? P.S. Glad I found you, sir. Now I'm going to listen. Well, welcome to the channel. I'm always happy to help new shrimpers out. And I've made all the mistakes so that way you guys don't have to. I don't feed carrots or green beans. They're a little bit of a harder vegetable. So it's, unless you cook them down to like a mush, it's hard for the shrimp to eat. Plus carrots have a lot of sugar in them, which can pollute your water. So green beans wouldn't be a bad idea. I would stay away from canned green beans. I would always go with like organic or fresh. And then you want to cook them. Cook them very well, and then just put like a tiny piece in the tank and pull it out after a couple hours. So just kind of let them snack on it for a few hours. But a vegetable I would recommend is spinach. Spinach is a really good vegetable for them. The reason I like spinach so much is when you cook spinach and they start picking at it, you can actually watch all the spinach bits start to float around the tank. So it's getting everywhere. So it's feeding your microflora, it's feeding your microfauna, it's feeding all the little microorganisms in there, as well as your baby shrimp. So kind of like the shrimp food you see here, you can see all the little bits coming off of it. It's feeding your whole tank without everything having to conjoin in one spot, which is nice. So that's one reason I really like the spinach. It'll spread throughout your tank, and then you can pull it out. I'll leave mine in overnight, and whatever they don't eat, I'll come through with the tweezers and I'll feed it to my fish. Tommy Pham says, RO with GH plus. So if you are using RO with GH plus, how, let me ask you this. How do you think your TDS got so high? Because I can tell you how to fix it. I just want to know how we got to this point so it doesn't happen again. So what do you think caused your TDS to jump up as high as it is? Laura says, mine loves spinach and cucumber. Put in boiling water for a few and then cool it. Yep. I parboil or blanch my spinach, and I microwave the water for a few minutes, throw the spinach in, microwave the spinach, and then I just let it sit for a few minutes. It'll turn like this super nice light green, and you know it's cooked. I throw it in some ice water and then just set it in the tank. So when you cook it, it starts to break down and you'll start to get some air bubbles in there. If you put it in the tank and kind of shake all the bubbles off, it'll sink. Those of you in here that have snails with their shrimp, I think mine might be competing. My ones with less shrimp have more snails, and more shrimp, hardly snails. It's possible your snails will eat some of the food for sure. Lady Rorschach, hey y'all, sorry I'm late. I'll be in chat soon. Thank you to whomever gave the gift of memberships. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, Lady Rorschach. Tanya says, I'm going to try the spinach. I have some fresh. Thank you. So I just feed one leaf. So I'll cook up a bunch of leaves and I feed one leaf per tank, and make sure you remove it. So if you feed them at night, take it out in the morning. If you feed them in the morning, take it out before you go to bed. That way you're not leaving it in the tank. Usually about 12 hours is how long I want to leave it in there. Northern Tide says, I microwave frozen peas for 1 minute and de-shell. That's their Monday treat. Riley B with the 99-cent super chat. Thank you, Riley. Definitely appreciate it. All donations are appreciated. Jamie, thank you for the gifts. Riley, thank you for the super chat. All donations go back to the channel as well as all the shrimp tanks. So definitely appreciate you guys and everything you do. It allows me to be able to give more stuff away. So I appreciate it. The channel appreciates it, and I'm sure you guys definitely appreciate it. Laura says, you can put the leftover pieces in the freezer and just drop it in the tank later. I do about once a week. So for my tanks, I've noticed that spinach goes bad really fast. So anything they don't eat in the first 12 hours, I chuck into the fish tank. So I'd rather start with a fresh piece than reusing it, because if it's going bad that quick, I don't want to foul the water. I don't want to hurt the shrimp at all. Tolan says, Phoenix moss looks cool. Jamie says, I want my donation to go towards Amber's bird project. Yeah, if we got quail, would you guys want to, is that something that you guys would want to see on the channel? Because I know I did some aquaponic videos in the past that didn't do so well. But if we were to get some quail and set up a quail and like enclosure and incubate quail eggs, is that something you guys would want to see? Or should I just stick to shrimp? All right, let's see. StreamYard giveaway tools. Go ahead and get things going. All right, if we can get up to 30 people, I'll give away 2 things today. So if we can get up to 20 or 30 viewers, I'll give away 2 things. So go share the stream. Go tell your friends. Tell everybody to get in here. We were close. We were at 27 for a little bit. Excuse me. Connection unstable. Coral says, yo, aquaponics, where at? It's in the backyard. Jamie says, see you cook them. Aw, poor little birds. Coral says, I'm all about aquaponics someday. That's the full goal. Yeah, I would like to set up a larger system, but for now, I just have a 110-gallon like horse trough system, which isn't bad. Babe, you probably want to stop your dog from barking. I don't know what they're all doing in this corner, but here, watch some shrimp hanging out in the corner over here. They all decided to. I bet you that's where the food blows. All right, 6 more people. Tolan says, had a parrot stolen at a local fish store here in Denver. Oh, that's awful. Amber says, JB, why do you want to cook all of my pets? JR says, let's go, go, go. Goro says, do a joint stream with Silver Creek and Peplin/Foxy on chickens and quail. Sheree says, I'm totally not the person to ask about seeing quail videos, considering I watch Wrinkles the Duck on YouTube. Dr. Anthony says, I think I had 10 viewers on my stream today. Oh, I need to go click the bell. Yes, all of you guys go right now, click the bell to my channel, so that way whenever I do live streams and giveaways, you guys are notified. And if I put out content, you're notified. But I didn't even get notified of your stream today, Dr. Anthony, so I'll have to go hit the bell on your channel so I can watch. Jamie says, I have a split personality. Does that count as 3 peeps? Laura says, if I could raise regular shrimp intakes, I'd breed and eat them. I've looked into breeding shrimp for food. Tommy says, I might have used too much shrimp GH+. So what you can do, Tommy, to lower your TDS is do 1 cup a day. So 8 ounces of water. So go to your tank, take 8 ounces out, put 8 ounces of pure RO back in. Do that daily until your TDS drops. 1 cup is not going to affect the TDS drastically. GK Aquatics, how are you? Amber says, side note, Sadie's new ball lasted less than 24 hours. I'm sitting outside with her. Why did you let her destroy it? Aquatic Blue says, 1 more in the lobby. Coro sent me. Welcome, welcome. All right, Lady Rorschach's back. So 6 more people. We need 6 more people. We got up to 26. So go ahead and go share the stream to whoever you can. Invite as many people in here. New local Austin. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we need 30 people to do the second giveaway today. But we'll go ahead and do the first one. So what you guys are going to do is... Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Wada wap wap wah. Boom. We are going to go ahead and do hashtag DSP. So hashtag DSP for dead shrimp powder. I'll show you guys what it is. All right, 5 more people. Let's go. All right, so dead shrimp powder is what we are winning today in the giveaway. So go ahead and type hashtag DSP. We'll see if you win some of this dead shrimp powder. But what it is it's powder. So it's a powder food. It says faster tank cycling. It's a food source, and you could use it for setting up a new tank or regular maintenance and baby feeding. Basically, just add a small amount to your tank per week. Do not use too much. So just another powder food. Big shout out to Mike Coleman, AZ Shrimp Guy. He is our local shrimp pimp here in Arizona. He was my first shrimp supplier, and I got my Crystal Blacks and Reds from him. I got my Blue Bolts, my Black King Kong Extremes, my Blue Auras, my Tangerine Tigers. He was my shrimp supplier through all of the Caridina craziness. But we will give away that dead shrimp powder to anybody who wants to enter. And just checking up on chat. All right, we need 4 more people. So while we wait, go share the stream, Facebook groups, wherever you go, shout it outside. But 4 more people. If we can get 30 people in here, I'll do an extra giveaway today. If not, we'll just do it again next week. Amber says, what do I get when I win? You get me. That's what you get. You got 5 of these bad boys. Coro says, is this international? Sorry, Coro. It is US only. 3 more people. That's it. 3 more people. And I'm going to end it shortly after the stream, after the giveaway. So, Monster Fish Gal, welcome to the stream. If you would like to enter the giveaway, go ahead and type in hashtag DSP. Tolan, you can't leave. We're doing a giveaway. Tolan says, gotta go. Matt says, Amber, I'd ask for a recount. Sounds like you got shorted. So, Matt, I wanted to thank you for updating our Fish Fam link with our website. We've actually been getting quite a few hits from the website, so thank you so much. I've had a few orders from Fish Fam link, so definitely appreciate it. Okay, so hashtag DSP if you want to enter the giveaway. Welcome to the stream. I saw that. How are you? Yes, if you'd like to enter the Amazon Research Center's raffle, $50 get you a raffle ticket for over $2,000 worth of gifts and a chance to go to Peru. All right, we got 28 people in here. Let's go ahead and roll this beautiful bean footage. You guys ready? You guys ready for this? Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. The winner is Tess. Whoa, how's it bring things down? And we just went over 30. So congratulations, Tess. JR says 31. Matt says more like a chance to win, to spend a week with Doc. Congratulations, Tess. If you are in the US, feel free to email me. If not, I can rerun it. I think I have a command for email. If not, one of my mods can throw that up for me. Okay, so I promised that if we hit over 30, we would do another giveaway. So what I want to do for you guys is, I know a lot of you have seen the website. A lot of you have been to my website. I want to do a $20 gift card. So $20 gift card to my website. That's enough to cover shipping and get something else So that way you don't feel like I'm just giving away free shipping. But I'll go ahead and send that over as well. Amber posted the email address. Matt says you can find his email at FishFam link. All right, so we'll do another giveaway. Da-da-da-da. If I draw again, is it going to draw the same thing? We are going to do... All right, hashtag gift card. So go ahead and enter now, hashtag gift card. And this is for my website at PoseidonsPets.com. I ship nationally here in the US to the continental United States. So I have all kinds of cool stuff on the website too. We'll go ahead and check that out. Let's go look at the website. Da-da-da. So PoseidonsPets.com. And we have a few new products. I got some little sticks from Shrimp Envy, a jumbo moss table, and I finally have those leaf feeding clips. So I know a few of you have been wanting to get some of these almond leaf clips, which they're really nice. They clip onto the side of the tank. You can attach leaves to them, mulberry leaves, spinach, whatever you want to do. And I've got shrimp on sale, as well as I have moss on sale. So we have some moss on sale, a few dollars off. So definitely check out the website if you haven't. But we will... Oh, I didn't even think I got rid of the giveaway tool. Does that mean it's gone? We got to start over, huh? Sorry, guys. That's all right. You all wanted to type gift card again anyways, huh? Oh, okay. So there's still more entries. All right, go ahead and type hashtag gift card one more time just to be sure. Make sure I didn't mess it up for you guys. Might catch up on chat real quick. Horace says, "Woot, I need some plants." Quack Moose says, "Yes, Dr. Anthony, it would be awesome to learn more about the projects and see the research center." It would be really cool. Lady Rorschach says, "You know you're a real fish lover when you mention how cute their Trophatania is." Dee Dee says, "I love free shipping." You missed giveaways. I saw that says, "I love those moss tables." Tyler says, "I made it." Yeah, so hashtag gift card. Bob says, "Do you ship to Canada Land?" I do not. Sorry, sir. Lady Rorschach says, "Always need to get more moss." Laura says, "What do you have spiky moss on?" So my spiky moss I have on, I just have it floating around the tank, but I build these kind of like little bridges that I put it on. So that seems to work pretty well. How much is Amber? I don't see her listed. That is between you two. Lady Rorschach says the moss walls are awesome. Definitely one of my favorites too. Coro says, "Do you make duckweed remover tool? Nuts work, but I've seen like comb blade skimmer type tools on Etsy and Thingiverse. I'll check them out. If I can construct it, I'll make it." I know Laura told me to make some feeding stick holders. Matt says, "If you're using the Fish Fam link giveaway tool, you wouldn't have to redo it." I'll have to play around with it and see how to do it. Antonio Rosa says, "I can't wait to get my tank up and running. I'm going to start my first attempt to do a planted tank in the near future." Bob says, I need to source those Mosswall things for myself. I don't know anyone with a 3D printer though. If you don't mind paying for shipping, I'll send you stuff. It's hard to figure out shipping to Canada. I've sent stuff to Jamie before, and a small envelope like this big was about $17 to get it to him. So I'm not opposed to it. It's just expensive to do giveaways to Canada. But if you're looking to order from the website and stuff, I won't ship shrimp to Canada, but I'll do dry goods, like the shrimp envy food I carry and any of my creations I can do. I'll have to put it all together and tell you what shipping would be afterwards, as long as you don't mind paying a bunch for shipping. Antonio says, only going to purchase my stuff from your website. Well, I appreciate it. Bob says, wow, I never thought you would discriminate against us Canadians like that. It's not discrimination. Like, if you want to pay shipping, I'll send it to you. I just don't want to pay the shipping. See, Amber's got my back. If you're willing to pay the shipping to Canada, we can chat. All right. Bob says the custom forms are the annoying part. Yeah. Bob, I think shipping to the U.S. is cheaper than us shipping to you, at least from what I've seen, because the U.S. charges quite a bit to ship out of country. I was looking at shipping to Denmark, and it was like $80. But let's go ahead and run this giveaway. So good luck to everybody. Big money, no whammies. Let's see who it's going to be. Emma, welcome to the stream. Never seen you in here before. But yeah, it is for a $20 gift card to Poseidon's Pets. So go ahead and email me, poseidonspetsaz@gmail.com, and I'll get that sent over to you. Bob says, how much is shipping in the USA? I can't send anything for less than $15 these days. Anywhere from $5 to $30 to ship stuff. My shrimp shipping is $20. Yes, congratulations, Emma. So congrats to our big winners today, which they were both single name users, Tess and Emma. Congrats to you guys. That's awesome. Emma says, first live stream, but I've been subscribed for a while. Well, good. I'm glad you came and hung out with us. All right. Well, we have dinner appointment with my sister at her house. So we are going to go ahead and end the stream here. Let's see, is Papa Shrimp streaming today? Does anybody know if he's streaming today, or is it going to be later? Let's see. Papa Shrimp. Papa Shrimp. Doesn't look like he is set up to stream today. But if he does, go check out his channel. Oh, no, Tim. Tim, you're so late. Tim, you're an hour late. I'm so sorry. Tess says, thanks for the stream. I sent an email over your way. Yes, and I will get those shipped out probably Friday or Saturday. So you should get an email with tracking there shortly after I send it out. But I want to thank everybody for jumping in. All of my members, you guys are awesome. Everybody who donated, definitely appreciate all the super chats, and all donations go towards you guys. So they help for more giveaways. They help to pay for shipping, and they help for me to be able to continue to do free stuff on my website. So definitely appreciate all of you guys so much. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. But As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. 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 Bye.